Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Recap for Wednesday, March 11th, 2026, covering market moves in indexes, sectors, technology, crypto, currencies, and commodities. Kicking things off, I'm Max Profit. Key indexes were mixed today. The S&P 500 index closed at 6,774.76, falling 6.73 points. The Dow 30 index dropped significantly by 289.26 points to close at 47,417.26. However, the Nasdaq Composite index bucked the trend, adding 19.3 points to close at 22,716.13. Today's market breadth shows a dominant bearish sentiment across most indexes. The S&P 500 index, along with the Dow 30 index, exhibited substantial declines outweighing advances. The Nasdaq Composite index managed a positive close, yet still experienced more decliners than advancers. Reviewing total and daily returns, the Nasdaq Composite index showed a week-to-date total return of 1.47%, outperforming other major indexes. The S&P 500 index and Dow 30 index struggled with negative month-to-date returns, reflecting recent bearish trends. In sector performance, the energy sector led the way with a rise of 2.4% to close at 869.42, reflecting a very strong positive trend. Meanwhile, the technology sector edged up 0.35%, closing at 5,465.63 amidst a mixed negative trend. The consumer defensive sector saw the largest decline, slipping 1.2% to 945.65 after a downward breakout. Similarly, the real estate sector dropped 1.1%, while the financial services sector continued its strong negative trend, falling 0.82%. Globally, Norway's iShares ETF surged 2.4% to 34.85, showcasing a very strong positive trend. Taiwan and South Korea both exhibited solid rises of 2% and 1.9%, respectively, driven by breakout movements following recent consolidations. Evaluating total and daily returns, Norway's ETF showed resilience, yielding a year-to-date return of over 21%. In contrast, South Korea registered a robust 36.6% year-to-date return, highlighting ascending market momentum despite recent declines. In the technology darlings, Apple closed down slightly at 260.81 with a downward breakout after 3 days of flat prices. Alphabet rose to 308.42, marking its third consecutive rise in mixed positive trends. Amazon slid to 212.65 on a mixed negative trend, while Meta Platforms advanced to 654.86 within a sideways pattern. Meanwhile, Nvidia surged to 186.1, maintaining a strong positive trend.
Checking out crypto, I'm Timothy Satoshi. Bitcoin is currently priced at $70,509.66, a rise of 548.83, moving up for the third consecutive day. Ethereum advances by 1.6% to 2,070.8, while Dogecoin dips by 1% to 0.0935, marking a strong negative trend among top cryptocurrencies. Over the week, Bitcoin has returned 6.88%, with a daily return of 2.25%. Ethereum and BNB similarly show week-to-date rises above 6%. Meanwhile, Dogecoin manages a weekly return of 4.89%, though it continues on a downtrend year-to-date.
For a look at foreign exchange, I'm Victoria Cashmore. The US dollar is currently stronger against major world currencies. Against the euro, it's at 0.8640, up by 0.31%. The dollar shows a robust upward trend, breaking from a 3-day flat period. Moving to the British pound, the dollar shows a slight increase, currently at 0.7454. The Japanese yen also sees the dollar climbing to 158.9220, an increase of 0.56%, denoting a very strong positive trend after a 4-day flat movement. Against the Swiss franc, the dollar is up at 0.7799, but maintains a mixed negative trend. Meanwhile, the Australian dollar has strengthened against the dollar, now at 1.3978, pushing downwards for 3 consecutive days. The dollar trends negatively with strong downward volatility against the Aussie.
I'm Max Profit, along with our AI hosts, Timothy Satoshi and Victoria Cashmore. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check in weekdays after 4 p.m. New York time for daily market reports with in-depth stock, index, sector, crypto, currency, and commodity coverage. Thanks for watching.